There was this one time I went to Busch Gardens to get on Polished Chariot, and your boy was so big that they couldn't, we waited hours. We waited hours for the ride. And my legs were so big that they...
Before we get into this video, do me a favor and hit the like button right now. Thank you in advance. Stay tuned. The content coming up is so fire. And without further ado, let's jump into this interview with my man Marquise. Let's go.
All right, so Marquise, what was your heaviest? What was your heaviest weight?
It was like 290. I just rounded up to 300 basically.
Okay, so you ended up 300 pounds, and how tall are you?
I'm 6 foot.
Okay. How did you end up 300 pounds?
So I've been a heavy guy all my life, and like food was kind of something I coped with. So it was like, by the time the best day, food just made my day better. I've always been like a fat kid. I still am. Trust me. like I still am.
I tell people that all the time. The fat kid is still inside of me. Yeah.
Like that never goes away. Like I'll mess up some food any day. I've always had the identity as the big guy. I've always been the big guy my whole life, and I just accepted it. So that was me. So
you having the identity as the big guy, right? How do you think that affected your life, and particularly your weight loss journey?
I love the questions you ask. Once you give yourself an identity, that's kind of who you become, right? That's who you are. And yes, you can change your identity, but me thinking I was a big guy or accepting that I was a big guy, I did big guy things. Meaning I ate stupid amounts of food. I was the fat kid, and I just accepted that role, that title.
Yeah.
And as for the weight loss journey, like once I lost the weight and people saw me differently, they're just like, whoa, that the same guy I went to school with?
So how did you shift your identity? How did you remove the big guy from your identity?
It's just, so I just got fed up with who I was, right? And I looked in the mirror, I was like, I don't want to be this version of myself anymore. It has to go.
Yeah.
Something has to change.
What were the events that led directly to that moment?
There was this one time I went to Busch Gardens to get on Polished Chariot, and your boy was so big that they couldn't, we waited hours. We waited hours for the ride. And my legs were so big that they couldn't pull the seat down. So we waited hours to get on the ride just to find out that I couldn't even get up there. Like, do I really want to be this person for the rest of my life? You know?
Dang. All right, so after that moment, what were some of your first steps to try to lose weight? Like, what did that look like?
What do you mean first steps? Because like weight loss journey, like I've always tried, like initially, but there was a certain moment when it was like, I must change.
All right, so what was the difference between the way your efforts looked the years prior to that breakthrough moment? What was different about this time when you said, I must change? Okay.
Pardon this brief interruption. We will get back to the interview shortly, but this video is sponsored by Manscaped.com. It is a new year, so that means it's time to level up. We can't bring the 2021 version of ourselves to 2022, which means we got to step it up in all areas. And when you look good and you feel fresh, you feel good. And that's why I'm so happy that Manscaped has us men, covered at Manscaped.com. My advice is to start with the Performance Package 4.0. It's your all-in-one head-to-toe men's grooming kit. Let's check it out. Yo, they just dropped their new waterproof electric trimmer, and it's legit. It's called the Lawnmower 4.0, and now you can get the ultimate Manscaped experience when you purchase their new Performance Package 4.0 bundle. To keep it simple, I do my grooming in the shower with the Lawnmower 4.0 because it's waterproof and it's cordless, and you can tackle your growing areas confidently without any mess. The new Lawnmower 4.0 has these replaceable ceramic blades with skin-safe technology and a built-in LED light that helps you trim with confidence. And with the cool new wireless charging system and the new travel lock feature, you have to upgrade your trimmer game, my dude. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little apprehensive about using this ball deodorant and the ball toner spray, but after using it for a week, it was a game changer, and I've been using it ever since. In this new bundle, the 4.0, this one includes the Weed Whacker nose and ear hair trimmer, which is way better than trying to pluck or wax the hair out of your ears or your nose. So they have this cool program called the Peak Hygiene Plan, where they automatically send you the replenishments of your products straight to your door, hassle-free, automatically. You don't even have to think about it. And for a limited time, they're offering not one, but 2 free gifts. You get the Manscaped travel bag and a pair of Manscaped boxers for free. Click the link in the description or go to manscaped.com today and you'll get 20% off, free global shipping, and 2 free gifts when you use the code BRIX at checkout. Trust me, your balls and your body will thank you for it. Thank you, Manscaped, for sponsoring today's video.
So first of all, I want to say the words you tell yourself are like very important. So try and must are 2 different things, right?
Absolutely.
So those are 2 huge different things. I guess I didn't feel the need to change enough at that time. That's
It
what
wasn't
really
important
was.
enough.
It wasn't important enough.
Yeah.
It wasn't like my priority at the time, in a sense. But then once all those events happened that led up to that one moment, when that switch flipped, it became a must and then a necessity, a priority for me. It's like, I have to do this. I'm going to do this, and like nothing's gonna stop me.
All right, so you wrote that you started off going maybe 2 to 3 days a week, and then you just made some healthy replacements in your diet, right?
Right.
So talk to me a little bit about that.
So first off, consistency is key to any goal in life, right? Anything that you want to do, you have to be consistent.
Yeah.
So for me, I made it a non-negotiable. Like, we set this task, we are not moving away from it. It has to be done. So I have to work out 2 to 3 times a week, period. No matter what, it's happening. And then after that, just start with like baby steps. Because a lot of times, like during my journey, people try to all end things, and then they fall off.
Yep.
So I was like, we're gonna start with baby things. So for me,
So how did you know to do that? Because normally when we start, it's like, yo, I'm going to gym 6 days a week. I'm eating chicken breast and broccoli, and that's it. Like, how did you know to take your time?
one, lots of research, lots of research, learning from other people's stories. And then, like I said, I tried to lose weight multiple times, and I just know myself, right? I mean, that's very important too. You have to know who you are as a person.
Yeah.
For me, I know that what it wasn't sustainable. So it's like, I'm going to ease my way into it, and as we go, I'm going to add more and more and more and more. So the first thing I did is, I was a soda addict. I was like actually the nerd that played games all day. I'd just stay in the house, play games. And I drink like a half a case of soda. So I started with that, taking away sodas, replacing it with like waters and like juice.
So you replaced the soda and the juice, or you replaced the soda with juice?
I originally replaced it with juice, and I actually found out juice has like,
that wasn't.
I was like, wait.
That was a lateral move. You weren't getting much better.
For sure. And then I replaced it with like water drinks, just like powder drinks, that like have like 5-10 calories. And then that just adds up. So like if I was drinking 6 sodas a day, all right, and now I'm drinking water, like that calorie difference is huge.
Heck yeah.
Right?
Heck yeah. And you're essentially, and I'm glad you're saying this because this is what I tell people all the time. Like, you want to find small tweaks that you can realistically commit to, and then build on those over time. Right? So I'm glad to hear you know, that worked out for you.
So healthy lifestyle changes or healthy lifestyle alternatives is what I tell people.
For sure. And nutrition is a big part of this. So guys, I have a free resource for you. The link is in the description. I have a nutrition guide where I outline the basics, because you don't need to become like a nutritionist.
For sure.
Right? But there are a few basic things that you need to know, that you need to master in order to learn enough about the nutrition part of the weight loss process, which is the most important part. So take advantage of this free PDF. The link is in the description. You're welcome in advance. This is going to be a game changer for you, all right? So go get that. So what was your diet like in the beginning? Like, what did you eat? You know, because that's the thing people want to know. Like, what did you eat and how did you train?
So for me, like, mine isn't crazy. Like, that's the crazy thing. And people think it is all the time. Mine isn't crazy. It's like, I had so many bad habits It was the process of eliminating those bad habits or cutting down that amount of bad habits and replacing them with healthier ones.
All right, so give me an example of one of your worst habits that you addressed.
I mean, first one was the sodas. Like I literally used to drink like sodas all the time. Like it really was from anywhere from like 6 sodas to a case, like
A day?
a day.
Sheesh.
So imagine you just taking that away. That's like almost 1,000 calories.
Yeah, truly, that's an easy place to start. All right, so what's another habit that comes to mind?
I would just say getting your activity level up, right?
Just movement.
Just movement.
Yeah.
Literally just movement. You can just start with a walk a day. Depending on how big you are, whatever the case, whatever your goal is, just start with
Building the habit of just moving. Yeah.
because if you start from not moving at all and then you add like 30 minutes every day, that's calories over the week. That's probably a pound.
So let's combine those two very simple habits, right? Cutting back on soda and adding a 30-minute walk. That is enough to make the needle move, to start to see results. For sure.
Right.
And it's not intimidating. It's not something that you think like, oh man, can I do? Like it's simple. All right, I'm gonna go for it. And I'm so glad that this is how you achieved success. Because it's when I explain this type of process to people, they don't want to hear that.
They don't believe it.
They don't believe that it works. They don't believe that it works. It's simple. It's adding and
2 testaments.
yeah, straight up. It's about those micro wins, taking those small steps and building on them as you go over time. That's why consistency, right? I always talk about consistency is way more important than intensity, because if you start off with just a 30-minute walk and over the span of time and you're able to add other elements to it, you're able to improve or shift other habits slowly over time, that leads to big change over time. That's the principle of compound interest.
I was about to say compound effect.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Straight up. All right, so talk to me about your nutrition. Like, what was the nutrition like early for you? Like, what did you eat? Did you meal prep?
I like tilapia, salmon, baked chicken. Chicken breasts, chicken wings, it doesn't really matter. But find those and keep it in your arsenal. And once you have those, that's when I feel like it's really a game changer. So from the nutrition, having those healthy foods and a little bit of exercise, it's done. It's a wrap. But it's the consistency.
See, the thing is, right, and I know a lot of people who struggle with this, they hear us stating this stuff so simply and they have a hard time really believing that it's this simple, but it is this simple. It truly is this simple. And I say it all the time, like weight loss it's not easy, but it's simple. You know, it is simple. And it can be easy with the right mindset shift, right? With a true understanding of the process, weight loss can be easy, right? Okay.
And
So how long did it take you to lose the weight?
I would say about 6 years.
Because people want it to happen in 3 months, 6 months. My man said 6 years. Do you hear me? It took him 6 years. And when I tell people all the time, like they ask me, like, how long did it take you to reach your goals? It took me 3 years.
I was about to say, everybody's different, and everybody goes at different speeds. My speeds were actually very slow. It's like, yes, I've lost over 100 pounds, but I've really only lost the weight, like, probably like maybe almost 20 pounds a year. And if you really think about it, that's not that fast.
But I'm pretty sure that pace allowed you to still live your life. You feel me? Like you didn't have this stress of, oh my God, I need to be on this diet and this
That
and
was
the
the biggest thing for me.
Yeah.
I didn't want to fall off. I did not want to fall off. So slow and steady wins the race.
So you were intentional about approaching it at a pace that you were able to sustain.
Finding what works for you.
Yo, that's beautiful, bro. that is so advanced. I mean, I'm pretty sure you learned a lot from the times where you didn't approach it that way. So this time.
So it's like, I will not fall off. Like, I will get to this point. I will change myself.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what. And that's what it was for me.
That's dope. And I'm pretty sure people ask you this all the time. If you were to give my audience advice, right? And there was plenty jewels and gems throughout this entire interview. So something that you didn't already mention, right? What would that advice sound like if someone were to ask you, like, yo, how can I be like you? How can I lose 100 pounds? How can I do it?
Choose your identity. Choose who you want to be, and decide. Make a commitment to yourself. That's a big one. Make a commitment to yourself.
All right, but that sounds good. Yes, I'm gonna make a commitment to myself. But how do I really commit? Like, what is that process like? Because I'm pretty sure people feel like they have made commitments to themselves in the past.
A non-negotiable. Like,
Make a non-negotiable commitment to yourself. I love
no
that.
matter
Yeah.
what happens, you're gonna do this.
I love that. Yo, I want to thank you. Salute on what you've been able to do with your body and your life. I can tell you're a sharp dude. You're definitely destined for success in whatever you pursue.
I appreciate it, brother.
So, make sure you lean in on me as a resource. I would love to assist you in any way that I can with
Same
anything you
here.
got going on. So, salute, bro. I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you.
All right, squad. Remember, the body that you want is owned by a higher version of yourself. So evolve. Peace.
I want to thank you for watching this video, and if you're ready to take our relationship to the next level, if you want me to personally be a part of your weight loss transformation, I want you to click the link in the description and join my Brix Fitness Insiders family. There's all sorts of perks. Most importantly, you become a part of a community of like-minded people who support each other. We share our wins, we share our losses. You also get access to exercise resources, nutrition resources, and everything you need to set you up for successful weight loss. So click the link in the description, take advantage of the Brix Fitness Insiders right now. And if you need more weight loss tips and tricks, I want you to click this playlist right here. There's so much valuable information, so go ahead and take advantage of that as well. Thank you guys for watching the video, and remember, the body that you want is owned by a higher version of yourself. So evolve. Peace.